either of these two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So LSU's offense will take the field first. A year ago, it was the Tigers who were able to find a way to slip past the Gators.
I think a big key in that game was it was the Tigers' playmakers offensively stepping up in big moments late in the game. They're going to need that again today. There are a lot of one-on-one matchups out there where the LSU Tigers feel like they have the advantage, and that's got to demonstrate itself in this one.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. This crowd full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So the Florida Gators offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Abrams. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Creates a little space. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Grab behind the line, it's Gage. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
He's got it on the move, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Snap it to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him! Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Moving out of the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, running back on the move. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up.
Breaks into the open. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Gators are flying down the field. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the
touchdown Gators! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off-play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Complete to the right. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll keep it himself, and he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Got it behind the line. It's Moss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are...
There he goes! They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll try it over the left side, and this one will be stopped for no gain. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Gators are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Hauls it in. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Motion from the wideout. Using his legs, it's Gage. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
He might want another play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Abrams. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Abrams. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together, keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. A very productive play on 1st down is now... Touchdown, Florida! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the running back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. LSU right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Williams will pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Firing to the right, complete. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Gators are threatening in the red zone.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Now sliding to his left. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And the returner will be knocked down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Makes the catch right at the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the set. Moves.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Still looking on the move. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Got his man on the right. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He'll throw on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Williams looking for a man. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. This time on target. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to scramble. bulldozes his way through. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The offense changing the play. On the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. He wants to throw it again. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Gators looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Got it in the middle. It's Moss. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Gets it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand, we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. skips away from pressure. There's a live football. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Gators are on the move. He leaves it with his back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Look out, he's got room. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around.
Come on, set.
The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Trying play action. And the missed connection on 3rd down. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll give it to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. I mean, they're about to run out of plays. 12th play of the drive coming up. Williams will pass. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And it's no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. LSU quick to the line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moss. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Converts on 4th down, still going. And he motors into the end zone. Touch.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Great place to start for this offense. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
The play action fake. Looking for an open area to his left. He'll try to do it himself. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice kick.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, LSU! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Williams looking for a man. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Got the back over the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Quarterback may change this route. Not sure why they want to throw again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle.